Alright, so I made a video last night about how XRP can get to $10,000. It's pretty in depth. Here's a simple version. So XRP has two functions. One is its market cap, which is anything under this Sharpie line. The other one is its liquidity price, which is anything above the Sharpie line, and they create one price as a whole. So anything under this line, which is the market cap, is anybody that actually invests in the project or anything in the world that has value. This is like real estate, cars, insurance, the derivatives market. The derivatives market is made up money like leverage trading or futures, but it still has value, which will be valued in the market cap. So anything under this Sharpie line is its market cap or base price. Alright, so anything above the Sharpie line is its liquidity factor. Everything is about liquidity, and something that is liquid is something of value which you can liquidate very fast, probably into a currency because it is very liquid and can be exchanged very fast. A house, for example, is not very liquid because you cannot sell it very fast. So not only is XRP liquid, not only is XRP currency, but it will even have that house that we just talked about on its ledger, which it will be able to transact and convert into whatever currency. All digital currencies or anything of value will use XRP to transact into any currency or any value that is needed. These are all daily transactions, which in 2023 equaled to $7 trillion per day. This is over $2 quadrillion in a year. And XRP will reflect this in its price in real time, which is anything above this Sharpie line, and it can be more and it can be less. And this will be done because since every currency is connected to XRP, it will need to account for this buffer to minimize the ripple effect. XRP's price will have to reflect these daily transactions and be at a high price, and this is what's going to create less of a ripple effect. So for example, if we only use the market cap, which is anything under this Sharpie line, to transact XRP, and say that the market cap price for XRP is $10 per XRP, and we want to transact $100 of XRP, that will be 10 XRP, which is a lot of XRP. And since this water is shallow, it will create a big ripple effect. But let's say we account for the liquidity price as well, and that makes XRP's price $100 per XRP, and we still want to transact that $100 of XRP. The water is a lot deeper, and we're only having to use 1 XRP to transact it, which is going to create a lot less of a ripple effect. Alright, so as of 2023, which we have printed a lot more money since then, and this jar of water is going to be a lot more full, and the numbers are going to be a lot bigger than these 2023 numbers. We have the M2 and M3 money supply, which is all of the money and liquidity in the world, which equaled $130 trillion. Then we had all of the real estate wealth, which was $379 trillion. Then we had the derivatives market, which is made up money, but it still has value, which was over $700 trillion. That's not even including insurance, all of these other things that will be tokenized on the XRP ledger. But those alone were $1,200 trillion in total. You divide that by the 100 billion XRP tokens, you already have a $12,000 XRP, which is just the market cap alone. That's not even including the daily transactional volume, which in 2023 was $7 trillion per day. That's over $2 quadrillion per year, which you would bake on top of that price and include with the M2, M3, real estate, derivatives, all of this other stuff, and then divide it by the XRP tokens. So that's how you get a $10,000 XRP, and it's going to be way higher than that. XRP is the chosen one.